Good morning. Happy Wednesday morning from the Gold Mountain Fire. My name is Chris O'Brien. I'm the Operations Section Chief Trainee. I want to start off by talking about an initial attack report that we got last evening. Smoke report up in Division Foxtrot, called in by Montrose Dispatch and our friends from URAE, and firefighters from the incident came together out there looking for that fire. They didn't find anything last night, but they're out again today checking to make sure that there's not actually fire out there on the landscape, especially fire in the landscape in a place where we don't want it. So our engines have gone back up. They're connecting again this morning with the URAE engines, and we might even get some aircraft over the area later on today when they're up and flying to double check and make sure that there's not a threat out there. So looking at Divisions Alpha and Zulu this morning, not a lot of operational activity in there, but you will still see some heat and smoke coming out of those areas. Maybe a little bit of flame in the evening as the sun goes down. That's okay. As long as it's within the containment area, it's nothing to be worried about. We know that the fire's out there. It's doing great work on the landscape, and it's doing exactly what we need it to do. So we're going to allow that. Going up into Division Foxtrot today, we have a few engines working in the Nate Creek area. They're putting out hot spots in an aspen grove, and they're generally hardening the lines out there, keeping the fire in check and within the control lines. Moving up into Cimarron Ridge, we have the Alta Hotshots up there today. They're working with aviation assets, and what they're doing is they're putting direct line through that area and they're connecting what we refer to as fingers, so the fire doesn't burn in a straight line. It kind of pushes one direction and pushes another direction, and what those firefighters are doing is they're actually working their way directly on the line and around each one of those little fingers of fire, and they're just going to keep moving from east to west on Cimarron Ridge, and they're going to connect the dots for us. And the idea is that once that work is finished, we've reduced the opportunity for the fire to work its way north out of the Cimarron Ridge, threatening the Bear Claw neighborhood and the Silverjack Reservoir. Coming over here to the East Fork, we've got the Pilot Peak Hotshots, or wildfire module. They're in there. They're directly attacking heat on the line, going direct, and we also have the Black Hills wildfire module in there as well, doing the same work. They've combined their efforts, and they're actually looking at opportunity to connect a couple of dots across the Middle Fork, moving from east to west. So that will create a primary containment line for us. And one thing that we're looking at now in terms of this fire is experimenting with using grazing. And what we're going to do is we're going to insert cattle on the 858 road. And what they're going to do is they're going to overgraze that grass, get it really nice and short so it's not available to the fire, and really slows down the possibility for the fire to spread if the fire was to get past our containment lines, making it kind of a second containment line that feels more natural on the landscape than when we actually take our tools and scrape into the dirt. So we've got a lot of really great projects planned for today. We're making some excellent progress up in there. The operations are running smoothly. With that, if you have any questions, never hesitate. Reach out to our PIO shop. They've got some great answers for you, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.